Okay, today you're going on a journey with me out to Elizabeth. It is a pretty enough drive. Today is November 11th, 2024. I'm going to roll up the windows here in a second, but it was nice enough. I wanted to get some fresh air in the car, so in the meantime, we're going uphill. Alright, windows are up. And we're still going uphill. Now the reason I'm recording this is because it is a relatively pretty drive. Well, what do I mean by that? We're going to be going through some rural areas. There's going to be, not a lot of houses on top of each other. You're going to see some land. Obviously, you're going to see some snow because we still have snow from the snowstorm last week. And yeah, a lot of people call this a pretty drive. Personally, I think some other drives are much prettier. There's a "I'm with stupid" sign up there. Somebody took the opportunity to paint some swastikas on it, which I agree with. So yeah. And you can see up ahead here on kind of off to the right, almost straight ahead. Now kind of off to the right, a couple giant houses being built. I'm fairly certain those people make more money than I do. But yeah, this is it. It's been exactly 1 week since the election last week. I was just watching a YouTube video about Donald Trump warning sitting senators, not to approve any more judges, not to do anything that might advance Joe Biden's agenda. So the guy's not even president yet. He's merely president-elect. And he's already dishing out orders expecting Republicans to fall in line because he's a dictator. Or wannabe dictator. On January 20th, 2025, he will be a dictator. Off to the right here are some more "I'm with stupid" signs. But it's been real interesting this last week listening to and watching people react to Donald Trump winning the election. I'm not even going to get into the Democrats. That's a whole nother subject. But watching people do interviews, watching people be told what they voted for actually means, and watching them just be dumbfounded. Watching social media posts where people question if they can change their vote. Are you kidding me? No, you get one once every 4 years. It's been astounding. Like I saw a little video clip of a college girl. She said she voted for Trump because he promised not to ban abortions. I guarantee you, within the next 2 years, probably by the end of January, you're going to see a bunch of anti-abortion nationwide legislation bills come up for vote. And it will be surprising if it does not get approved. And Donald Trump will not veto it. So, and then there was a video of a guy who had a real-time moment of clarity on what tariffs mean to his business. And he's like, no, that's not what tariffs are. And the interviewer was like, yes, that is what tariffs are. And he goes, no, that's not it. And he's like, that is exactly it. And they called a third party over. And the other third party was like, yeah, that's exactly what tariffs are. And the guy goes, but my business won't survive that. And the guy goes, well, you voted for it, so don't know what to tell you. And he walked away. Already seeing some things in the news about businesses that aren't handing out bonuses, or they're already prepping for layoffs or whatever, because they're preparing for these tariffs that Donald Trump talked about installing in something. So yeah, it's been amazing watching the fallout. I have no sympathy, not a zero iota, for anybody who voted for Donald Trump and the Republican Party at large, because the Republicans have proven without hesitation that they are cowards, that they will bend over, grab ankle, and do anything Donald Trump tells them to do. They are a party without morals, without ethics, and without courage. And I say that knowing full well that, there are people out there like Liz Cheney who went against the party to denounce January 6, 2020, or 2021, sorry. That there are people out there like Adam Kinzinger, that there are the Republicans against Trump, that there are the Republicans against fascists, that there are Republicans out there who said that there's no way in heck they could ever support this presidency or this kind of political direction. But every single one of them voted in kind with Donald Trump throughout his first 4 years. Every single one of them voted, those that were in Congress voted, aside from, I think, 3, voted not to impeach Donald Trump. The entire Senate, Republicans, voted not to remove him from office. So I have no sympathy for anybody who voted for Donald Trump. For anything. Your business goes under? Cool, you voted for that. You lost your job because your company can't afford to pay you anymore because of tariffs or Donald Trump's decision-making skills? Cool, you voted for that. I have no sympathy for you. Across the board. Now, if you did not vote for Donald Trump, then yes, I will have some sympathy for you because we will all suffer. But you have, there's another Donald Trump sign off to my right-hand side here. You can't see it from this direction, but yeah. But I've seen interviews with people who are naturalized born citizens or naturalized citizens, and they're talking about, we voted because we want the price of eggs to come down. Well, again, presidents don't set prices, okay? People who are complaining that the price of something is too high are complaining about capitalism, not presidents. But they don't understand that. They want to blame the guy at the top, even though the guy at the top does not set prices. I've seen a lot of posts recently about, wait until next year when gas is half the price and eggs are free and, everything is hunky-dory and we're all riding rainbows and kissing unicorns. And I'm like, that's not going to happen. It will not happen. Now, Donald Trump is, by all accounts, a coward. He will probably never send U.S. troops to war or to battle or anything like that. Even if we're attacked, he probably will not respond with military. There's a Donald Trump sign off to the right-hand side. Just to give you an idea of where I'm at. Sorry, it's a school zone, so I'm watching my speed. But he will probably not send American troops anywhere because he is a coward. Because he cannot make those kinds of decisions or will not make those kinds of decisions. That being said, he will give ground to Russia without hesitation. The United States and part of Biden's losses here and Harrison's losses here are because of Israel. And Donald Trump won't even tell Israel not to use or not to do genocide or not to use American weapons for genocide. He won't even go that far. He will say, kill them all. The United States is already complicit in genocide because of Israel and our support of them. Donald Trump will make us co-conspirators in that. And it is atrocious. Donald Trump will abandon our ally in Ukraine because his ally is Putin. It will happen. It is horrible that the United States is going down this road. It is even more horrible that not only did Donald Trump win the Electoral College, but he won the popular vote by people who should have known better, because we already had a Trump presidency. We already had 4 years of nonstop Trump antics. He's already a convicted felon. He is a rapist. He's got other cases that are before courts right now. Dozens of cases. And people still voted for him. So you got people who are first or second generation Americans who voted for Donald Trump, only to find out that they're going to lose their family members who aren't citizens yet. That they're going to lose their spouses. They're going to lose their children. They're going to lose their parents who came over, because Donald Trump's administration is going to have a no holds barred anti-immigration policy. Load them up, ship them out. They're not going to care who it is. They may not even care if they grab American citizens in the process. If you have a Spanish name, you may end up on a bus. And told to, plead your case from the other side of the border. There's also a rumor, I think Stephen Miller posted it right after election, but there's also a rumor that they're going to try and deny... Crap. Sorry, I'm pulling into the storage unit place here, and it looks like they did plow with the snow, but they plowed everything up against the doors. So you're going to see that in real time. But, apparently Stephen Miller is already talking about stripping citizenship from naturalized citizens and deporting them too. So if you are a naturalized citizen, if you are from a country that Stephen Miller or Donald Trump thinks is a shithole country, then there's a very good chance that you will lose citizenship in this country in the next 4 years, and you will be deported. And yet your brother or your dad or your son or somebody probably voted for that. Sorry, I had to push the code to get in here. As you can see, it's muddy, which I'm super excited about. And I saw a U-Haul truck where I'm going to need to be, so I'm super excited about that too, because the aisles definitely are not wide enough for a U-Haul truck and my truck. So yeah. Yeah, the whole thing is ridiculous. And the Democrats own a lot of it. They absolutely do. Not because of their accomplishments, but their inability to express their accomplishments. Oh, are they leaving? Looks like they're leaving. Cool. Luckily, I don't need to get much in here. But look at that. The snow is like 3 feet high up against these doors. It is absolutely ridiculous. So, I'll pull up a little bit more so I can at least start on rock and not ice when I need to leave. Because right now I'm sliding. I'm going to have to go into 4-wheel drive. Are you kidding me? Oh, there we go. So yeah, the whole thing is just atrocious, and what this country did and how we did it is just mind-boggling. Regardless, I'm here. I got things to do that aren't talking to you. Thanks for coming on the journey with me. I'm hoping to upload a lot more discussions. I was going to start January 1st of this year. trying to talk about, what's going on politically, what's going on in the world, and explain it to people a little bit better. But there were just so many channels out there on YouTube that did it better than I could. They either have higher production quality, they have more research, they have more time to research, or, whatever. Or they're just nicer about it. There's a couple channels I watch because the presenters were very nice and very reasonable and not raising their voice and not name calling or anything. But I think that's part of the problem. People on the left, liberals, people in the center are trying so hard not to offend anybody that they're getting pummeled. It's like going into a boxing ring with the intent of hugging it out. The problem is you're not going to hug it out in a boxing ring. The Republicans have been coming out with gloves and battle cries for decades now, and the Democrats have been sitting there going, oh, but wouldn't it be cool if we all sat around and hugged and sang kumbaya and didn't offend anybody? Well, no, you're going to offend people. You have to stand for something. Every time you stand for something, you are going to offend people. But anywho, I gotta stop. I'm getting agitated. Getting into this storage unit is going to be difficult in and of itself, and that's going to agitate me even more. But again, thanks for coming on the ride with me, and I will talk to you guys later.